bring out this red flag.
Look at the 22 truck right there. Gets loose on the inside, Phil. Slides sideways and makes contact with Reutimann, sending him nowhere but to the outside wall.
Yeah, Chad, as Rick mentioned, the safety paraphernalia, the head and neck restraints these drivers have. There's another view of it. Watch, he pulls up on the inside, gets loose on the bottom of the racetrack. We've seen it happen so many times. He takes the front end of David Reutimann's truck. They both make hard contact with the safer walls. That's what's critical is that all these racetracks now are installing safer barriers. That's where they hit. That would help. All the head and neck restraint systems help. The headrests in the trucks help. I tell you, I would have hated to see what would have happened 5 years ago with impacts like these drivers take. Watch this, real time there. See him, watch him turn dead right, 45-degree angle, and made hard contact with the outside wall.
And that is, no kidding, that's contacted probably 140 miles an hour into a concrete wall.
I was just going to say, Chad, you can't get a true feeling of how fast these vehicles are going around this track until you see something like this happen. This happened so fast. We had seen it before. Bill Lester got loose, went right up into David Reutimann, and there was nothing either driver could do.
I'll tell you, a number of these drivers, Shane Meal, the 15, the 18, as you saw sliding through the infield grass, did terrific jobs not to hit him. You see David make contact with the inside wall. He had no control over his truck, no brakes, no steering. There's Travis. Watch these trucks come off that wall. Travis goes down pit road to avoid the accident. Great job by a lot of these drivers not making this situation worse.
30 to 45-degree angle. That is a hard, like, it's a head neck restraints. It's the safer wall, and we're hearing reports right now that we may have trouble with the safer walls because of that violent impact.
Well, they're going to have to fix it, is the situation, because what that is that styrofoam that's behind a steel wall, and that styrofoam is there to give so that when a truck does hit it, in the angle that it just hit it, that styrofoam gives instead of the driver or the truck giving.
And we could see where it gave. You could see obviously place in that wall where it gave, and it took a lot of the energy from that truck instead of transferring that energy from that wall to inside the truck. That wall took a lot of the energy, and that was what allowed Bill Lester to walk away from that truck, and hopefully David Reutimann be in the same situation.
Safety crews and track officials now looking over that situation, and you can see the bow in the wall right where contact was made, and you can see the tire marks where those were hit.
Look at look at the angle right here. This is what we're talking about. There's the skid marks and there's the wall. So it's that angle right there that the impact was made. That's a severe, severe angle.
Here's what Chad's talking about. That's what hurts so bad is the angle here. You see the angle that they hit that wall. You see David Reutimann and Bill Lester make such terrific contact with the outside wall because of the angle. That was probably the worst place to hit the wall because you're almost looking straight at the wall anyway. You see him, looks like a 45-degree angle that they're going to hit the wall, and that's the same kind of angle that you would hit when you blow a tire at that part of the racetrack. But it was just the way that Bill Lester made contact with David Reutimann. It sent both of them going into the wall at that angle, and that's when you get the real hard contact with the right front part of the vehicles.
More officials now on hand to take a look at that safer barrier. They will want to make sure that it is perfectly safe before we restart this race. In case something would happen where another accident would take place in that one area, they want to make sure that that wall is safe for another contact if it would happen.
Watching Bill Lester get out of that truck and walk to the ambulance, I mean, what a testament that is to NASCAR and all these racetracks. For you see them getting some new styrofoam. They're going to repair this wall here, but what a testament to what changes have been made in this sport over the last few years to try to avoid serious injuries. I raced for a number of years, 20 years. I never had any kind of head and neck restraint system. I do some testing nowadays, and I will not get in the vehicle without a head and neck restraint because it's been proven time and time again that your chances of surviving something like this without injuries are so much better. That's why NASCAR mandates every one of these drivers wear some sort of a head and neck restraint system. And Bill Lester, David Reutimann will thank NASCAR for that here today.
Taking care of the oil dry and different things going on with the track. We'll be back with more from Texas Motor Speedway.